Okay, I think yours was hit a little bit, but it's going good.
It's fine. It'll do it. It'll be fine.
All right.
All right. So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
No.
Stop.
Okay. You will.
All right. Fuck everybody looking at me.
I'm waiting on a response.
Wait on you to talk because that's what everyone's here for is you talking.
Oh, like an
So we're all
interview
here for
about me?
Yoel.
All right.
Okay.
What's going on, everyone? It is me, Nathan. Our podcast, Do What You Want. And today
Do What You
we're
Want
gonna
podcast.
Brett, stop interrupting me.
Ooh. Okay.
And in today's episode 2, and the topic is relationships. So, what do y'all have to contribute about this topic? You know, what's going on?
Alright, who wants to go first? Is the real question.
I mean, we host this, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm about to.
We did not practice this beforehand, but okay.
I mean, it's just gonna happen. So we just
Really, we want to know everyone's ideas on like a good relationship, and then we want to know what people think is what makes a bad relationship.
And what is a relationship? You know, like the definition of that. Good,
Good.
bad, and the definition. You know what I'm saying? You get me?
I don't really.
Oh my god! I said, you know what I'm saying? I said it, bro.
I
said
told
it again.
you, but okay, we're past
All right.
that.
So who wants to go first, man? Come on.
Oh, she's doing nose goes. That means Yoel has to go
Nose
first.
goes. I mean, like. go
I kind of
ahead.
want to know what Yoel thinks a relationship
All right.
is.
What do you think of a relationship is,
I
Yoel?
mean, personally, I don't like them.
You don't like them? I mean, that's understandable. I mean, there's a lot of people that could do without a relationship.
Right.
It's
Right.
too
What's
much
the
work.
reasoning?
Yeah.
Why do you not like relationships?
I mean, Yoel's a pretty good looking dude, so
I ain't finna cap, man. No homo, but
we're all wearing socks here.
for sure.
Double check. Oh, I look at my shoe like I can see through to the socks.
And hold up, before y'all be wondering in the comment section saying, who was that girl in the background? That is Kristen.
That is-
She's camera shy. She don't want to be in here, so maybe
Say
in
hi,
the-
Kristen.
No.
say-
Okay.
maybe in the next couple few
Kristen,
episodes,
no.
maybe she'll be here. You know. But back to what we were saying, you know. So
Anyways,
like
I'm just gonna start with
relationships.
emotions because I kind of
Yeah.
want to know. You're saying just directly. So, what do you think makes a good relationship?
Hmm.
I know this is kind of awkward, but I mean,
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, I don't know. I guess you just need to focus on each other. So, like, not put too much, like, focus on yourself, and then not put everything towards them. You need to focus on how things are going to be best for the both of you and how to make things work as a couple.
so like 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50. I got you, man.
But like, what happens when one person can't give that, that whole 50? What if they can get like 48%, not the whole 50? So what do you do in that instance?
I mean, you talk about it. If it's a problem, then you talk to each other about it and see if you can make it better. And if it gets to the point where it's too big of a problem, you just see if there's nothing you can do, then I don't think there's anything you can do to save the relationship.
Right.
Got you.
So I mean, like when one person can't get all all their effort, it's cool because sometimes you have some personal things going on. Sometimes because it's like two separate lives. You've got your life, and then you also have to worry about someone else's life. So things are gonna happen in your life that you can't fully give your attention to the other person, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So that's when they have to come in and be understanding.
Stop laughing.
That was Yoel.
You're done laughing, bro.
He laughed. He went zero.
You laughed at me, dude.
Oh my god.
No, I know what you're saying though.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like you
It's
gotta
just like-
multitask. You know what I'm saying? It's like multitasking.
Right, but you also have to balance it out. When
Yes.
one person can't make it up, it could be temporary, and you have to be able to, maybe provide that. You might have to get 52% to make up for the
Right.
2% that they're lacking.
Just add
But
a
it should
little-
never be constant.
Just add a little substitution into it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Substitute that extra percentage to fill in for that missing percentage. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There we go.
What is your idea of a good relationship?
Good relationship, man. Honestly, it's something like what she said, you said, 50-50. Or maybe
Right.
even 100-100, Keep everything balanced as everything should be. You know what I'm saying? Like what Thanos said. I had a reference into that. everything balances, everything should be.
I don't think that's what he said exactly, but
I mean, something like that. That's a
it's
little
perfectly
difference.
balanced as everything should be.
Okay.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Okay,
He was like,
perfectly
holding-
balanced.
You know what I mean?
Everything should be perfectly balanced, because because you like this girl, she like you back, and after that, building relationship, trust, and everything like that,
So that's a good point. So how does a relationship start? How should you start it?
How should you start it? So, first initiation, baby. You already know, man. You gotta initiate each other. Y'all gotta click.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
talking to stage.
Right, but like, do
Talking
you
stage.
go like, dating websites, or do you just like go out to the park and be like,
That's
hey
creepy.
cutie?
See a little bad.
Is
Shorty a little bad.
What are your thoughts?
Laughing at. Go ahead.
I mean, to me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dating websites are cool. It's
Yeah.
cool.
That's
the
where
apps.
Yeah.
eh,
That's where my mom and my dad met. I ain't finna cap, bro. And that's how I got here in America. I'm telling you. But that's another story we can uncover.
yeah, but see, I feel like there's more to it. My thing is where like dating relationships are kind of like forced.
Yeah.
When you have a puzzle and you have a piece that doesn't quite go in there, but you can force it in there, but it's not supposed to be. That's how I see it. When you force something to happen, it doesn't work out very well.
Right.
I think for a relationship to be good, when it starts out, it's got to start out right. You can't give everything at the beginning, because if you give your everything when you're first with someone, then it's going to set up expectations, and then when things start to get hard, it's going to fall short and it's not going to work as well.
What's your stake into this stuff, bro? What you think about this? What makes a good relationship, man?
I think good sex.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I mean, fair. That is a good point.
That's for sure, man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
That's not
Yeah.
all of it, but that is.
That's like a
point
good
there.
That's like-
17%.
17, specifically
So there's percentage
17%.
into this thing, man?
I mean, you
Yeah.
got to think about it. You've got to be able to keep someone happy. It's more of like, it's not about what you have. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's about how you use it.
Right.
You have to learn your other person. That's how you satisfy someone. It isn't. I mean,
Gotcha, man.
although
You can have like a little ding 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 dong. And then,
yeah, a
just
little
know how to
rice,
use it.
a little rice grain.
yeah. Why you looking at
As
me
long
when you
as
say
you
that,
know
bro?
what they like.
Dog.
I know exactly why I looked at you when I said that.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
As long as you know how to use it, you know what pleases them.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am. I like to please whoever. I said whatever. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
I mean, I like to please whoever I'm with. That's how I am. I could give
What are you
2
doing?
craps
Yeah,
whether
you're
I get pleased or not. But if you don't know the other person, they're just kind of sitting there like, oh, this is
Bruh.
nice.
Ah.
So that's got to be all over the audio. Just the.
Yeah, look, what happened last time, bro? We
do
got
you
the
mean
whole
last time?
thing, bro. Remember that?
Oh, that was awful. Anyways, back on topic.
Back on the topic. So,
Sex.
No.
That's the
Relationship.
topic y'all were on.
Oh, that's what he was talking about, and we all just like completely just talked over it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we get the point, though.
That's fine.
Learning whoever they are. That's also part of the relationship, man. It's just learning about them and all that. But
That's a lot of what it is,
yeah,
Because they're going to be there for a while. If you're doing like a long-term relationship, they're going to be there for a long time. Or hopefully. That's the goal. Whenever I date someone, I go long-term.
long term.
You know.
Sure, man. Okay.
But life happens. You can never tell what's going to happen. You can never tell if someone's going to be there permanently. So it's a lot about learning the other person, really get to know their ideas. When you're talking, talk about controversial stuff,
Not just like basic talking.
Yeah, because then you're just kind of ignoring each other's personalities and not really
Yeah.
getting to know each other.
Right.
like saying what's your
And-
favorite color. Like where do you want?
That's basic
Yeah.
stuff.
But if
Yeah,
you
but
talk
yeah.
about stuff like, politics, then you can get to know, not politics
I
specifically, but
wouldn't-
stuff that, you don't want to talk about, because then if those things do come up, you're going to get into an argument, and you didn't know that this person was like that, and you're like, crap, what do I do now? Because I'm in this relationship with someone that I didn't know they were like that.
Or I didn't know that they didn't like this, or I like something that they didn't like. It works
Right.
both ways.
Yeah.
And then that causes a really big problem. It's like, well, I don't even know if I want to do this. because that's going to be a very big problem. But I mean, there's also compromise in relationships.
Gotcha, man. Alright, so how about the other one when you said what makes a good relationship? So let's move on to what makes a bad relationship. Like, what do you think about that?
Okay.
Let's take a stake of this at you, man. I'm gonna ask you first, man.
Bad sex.
Because like, I mean, I was gonna say, but other than sex, man. Other than that, like, what you think is,
I mean, you're dry as fuck, dude.
drives? Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
You got nothing to talk about, like, just forcing the shit.
yeah, like what he said too.
Then that's, if you're just trying to force it just to make something happen, just to
Yeah.
stay with it,
Mhm.
that's awful. Because neither one of you is going to be happy unless one of you is just like really blinded
Mhm.
and you just kind of want to be there. Then
I think
nobody's going to be happy.
communication is important. If you can't communicate well with each other, and like if you don't have nothing to talk about, or if you don't work well together, you don't talk as much as you should because you just focus on other things, and it's going to be hard to have a good relationship if you can't focus on each other.
Right.
Not to say you have to focus on them all the time, but like
Right.
Just have that key.
Like, we're not saying you have to text someone 24/7. You
Yeah.
know? That's probably not a healthy relationship right there if you're just constantly texting each other. I mean, if that's what you want to do and that's what you guys agree on
Mhm.
and you like doing that,
and you keep doing it.
that's great.
Right.
But if it's
you need
like-
to be able to do your own thing sometimes.
You know, if someone doesn't respond within, maybe like 30 minutes and you've already spammed their phone like with 30 different texts,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good. Don't do that.
Gotcha. Yeah, 'cause
Because,
they're not-
they have to have their own space. You have to be understanding. You have to
Mhm.
know, hey, they might be doing something really important.
Mhm.
And, but it's also good to let people know if you
Right.
are going to do something important, so they don't worry. Because when people care, they're going to be like, oh, I wonder if something happened.
Yeah, I got
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to really find that balance. It's almost really hard to find these days anyways.
What you mean by that? Like, just
So-
good communication?
Our parents didn't have like, the cell phones or the unlimited text. They had to buy minutes. They had to watch what they were texting to each other.
Like, they write letters.
They couldn't stay on the
bird.
phone all day,
They put, bird letters, I'm talking about. But that's my country, I'm telling you, man. They don't even have
I
phones.
don't know,
back
I'm not
then.
from the Philippines.
I'm from the Philippines.
Well then,
That's what they do, man.
I'm from
I'm
America.
telling
America.
America.
You see, our parents didn't grow up, constantly texting each other. Internet was
you. Not a big thing to them.
it just wasn't as advanced. So you,
Right.
you would talk on the phone for a couple hours maybe, that's cool. But, you wouldn't talk to each other throughout the day constantly.
Yeah.
So, our generation is we have the ability to talk to whoever we want to all the time. What the heck was that? Oh, it was a shadow.
Okay.
Oh.
But you have the ability to talk to someone all the time, 24/7.
Yeah. And that was communication. That is communication. You know what I'm
Rather
saying?
than, going to see someone, you could just text them if you wanted to.
If you just don't feel like it, yeah, I got you.
Right. And I think where people were that's where people mess up is they the 24/7, not giving each other space. But you gotta that's how you start it. You have to lay it out on the table. Hey, I'm gonna be busy with this sometimes. If I don't text back, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
You have
that's
to
good,
understand
man.
that sometimes they can't get to the phone all the time. And that's gotta be cool.
Y'all write down notes right now. That's what he's saying, man.
Also, you should be able to make time for each other. Like, even if you are busy with something all the time, make sure you make time to spend time with each other. Like, say, someone's having a really bad day at work, take time out and go see them on their break.
Gotcha.
That's really important. I'm going to get into the guys part that I was going to get to. Guys these days, from what I see, they don't really... I don't know how to say it.
How you gonna say it?
It's I see guys, they don't really take care of their girls,
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of it's kind of I'll get to that later. It's like a chore, or it's not super important, But, if your girlfriend's having a bad day, try to cheer her up. You may not have money, but, if you're working and you have a little bit of money to spare, spend it on her. Let her know she's special,
But don't do too much.
Don't do too much. I don't know.
I think like doing things every now and then to show them that you care is, yeah, it's good, but if you do it all the time, it sets up
like you said,
too high of expectations.
And that's also a good point. It's just I don't really have an argument for that. That's a good point. Like, you can't be doing too much, you know? Like,
Right.
there's a point where, because... Damn, I don't even know what I'm going to say. Because that's a hard point for me. I'm not at odds with that.
I got you, man. Let me change the topic for you. Alright. Simping. How about that simping, man?
Oh
Because,
my
we talked about that in the last episode. And we was like, yeah, we're going to uncover that simping. So, I would define simping. How would y'all, alright, first of all, how would y'all define it as far as before I get to it?
I don't like that word.
You don't like that word?
Just because you get called a simp.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, this is the way we should be treating women when you're in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But, today people are like, oh, you're such a simp, dude. Like, come on now. He's a simp because he actually cares about the person he's with?
Right.
That don't make no sense, bro.
And it makes people want to be like,
Although there is a
not
certain
be caring.
extent, like if you're not with them, like going out and buying
don't do it.
250.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, no.
Don't do it. No.
I'm not gonna finish. I'm showing them what I'm talking about. You can't, like, if
We're not going to say no names. We can't do that.
we're not gonna say names, but just going out and doing something that extravagant for someone who probably, like, you don't know if they want you back like that, then that's just,
Yeah.
like, that's simping.
That's
going too much.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know. I
understand
don't
that.
see that. I don't see that.
I understand what she was saying, but I also don't, because, like, maybe it was an act of kindness, you know what I'm saying? It might be, but the people nowadays, like, the generation these days, they label it as simping, because, like, let's say, let's say he's a girl, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm fine. And, like, I do, like, I get on my knees, and then, like, like, I worship her,
Oh,
you know what I'm
you're
saying?
Whoa.
That's what it's like, that's...
I get what you're saying.
That's what it's like, because, that's how people see it.
But that's like, I'm trying to use an example. I don't ever feel like you could do too much. That's kind of my mindset. You can always do a little bit better. You can always do more.
Well, like, it's not too much, it's just, I had something else I was gonna say.
Now, I wouldn't go out of just straight up and just, like, start it like that, Gradually
Right.
work your way up, Make sure they like you before you spend $250.
Exactly.
Jonah.
We're not doing
Whoa.
it. Don't expose.
250,
He's
bro.
gonna
Yeah.
dislike the video.
He's gonna watch this. He's gonna dislike the. This is what you get, Jonah. For
See,
disliking the
This is
video.
how we're making sure he watches.
Yeah.
But another, like, with the 50-50, I think a girl should also spoil her man. The guy shouldn't have to do everything. He shouldn't have to go through and do everything for her and get nothing in return.
Yeah, like buying the PS5.
Buying the PS5, baby.
Come on.
Hey, that's a
Or
no.
other things, but
Or other things
essentially, like, you need
Wait,
to
why
take
did
care
everyone
of
get
your
so
man as
excited
well.
when you said that?
PS5.
That crap's expensive, bro, for other people.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all got jobs here, so like, no.
I can't.
I mean, we can afford it, but we just not right now. We got too many expenses to
Yeah.
pay.
Anyways,
We're just
but like, yeah, I mean that's part of 50-50. The girl, like times are changing. I know, like back in the day,
the
things
man
were
always
different,
pays for everything,
you know?
Because chivalry, is that a thing?
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
That's
bro.
not
Chivalry.
exactly what we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
that's more of a like being
That's
a
what
gentleman,
A gentleman, yeah.
That's
I
like
mean,
opening
also-
a car door for your girl and saying,
I mean,
pulling out
yeah,
the chair,
It also falls into the category.
giving her your jacket when she's cold,
Right,
which should be a thing all the time.
Yeah.
That's part of caring about somebody. You're not, if you see a girl that doesn't have a jacket, or she should have a jacket on, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like it was out of the blue,
Yeah. And she didn't know the weather forecast.
right? And you just happen to have a jacket, give it to her. Like if you have an extra shirt, give it to him.
Gotcha.
That's just caring.
Yeah. And that it's not labeled as simple, like it's not.
It shouldn't be. That's
What's wrong. I mean, I get TikTok. It's TikTok app.
I know what it
application,
is.
Streaming apps. Everyone Yeah, like
Streaming.
that's what I'm saying. What you guys saying?
It's not streaming.
It's not streaming app, but it's just the jokes, the contents. Saying, yo, she's simping, yo, he's simping. Cause doing this and that. They doing whatever.
Right. That makes people really want to like not treat people
Right.
well,
Yeah.
It makes them feel like they're gonna get ridiculed if they treat someone.
or they're ashamed that they're treating someone the right way,
Exactly.
which shouldn't happen. I hate that. Honestly, it's just not. I mean, if you're raised differently, then. But I was raised to like. That was off. That was on camera too.
Hey, somebody edit that piece of pebble.
God, that was like such an act of athleticism.
Give me that one. Anyway.
Back to what you were
Little
saying.
snack break. But yeah, I mean, should definitely. I just, that's why I hate that word. That's why I hate that word. It's just.
Simping, yes.
Mm.
Just simp. No, I know, man.
But dang, I had something else on my mind. I can't remember what it was.
What's up?
Dang, what was the question? The simping question.
No.
I said simping because I just wanted to follow up on.
What about you, Yoel? Do you
Why,
simp?
what do you think about
Hell
that?
no, bro.
See what I'm saying?
So,
Never.
what are the absolute red flags in a relationship?
Oh, that's a good one.
Like,
got
something
any?
you see it.
Oh, I don't have any red flags.
Yeah, I didn't even say nothing, man. Go ahead. Just say something. What do you think are some red flags in a relationship? She said.
Too much pressure on me now.
Are you good?
I mean, just kind of like, what is something you've experienced that you would label a red flag?
like for example, like privacy. Not privacy, like what is that called?
I know what you're saying.
No, I'm talking about.
The lack of privacy, really. I don't know what the word that we're looking for is.
Like not having your own time.
It's more of a like, you have someone and then, if they're not cool with you having a locker in your phone or they,
Right.
constantly going through your phone
Okay.
Yeah.
or going through your stuff.
You need to be
Or like-
able to have your privacy. If
Yeah.
if someone is like, you can't have a lock on your phone because I need to see if you're texting boys, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
right there.
that's a red flag right there. That's one of them.
Another red flag: holding hands or cuddling with your best friend. That's a red flag right there.
Not saying any names. Anyways, no, that's not even a red flag. That's like in relationship type crap. That it shouldn't happen.
If you're giving affection like that, I mean, even if it's not your best friend, if you're giving affection like that to someone else when you're in a relationship, that's not okay.
Right.
Like if you're going up and kissing someone like that, not even like straight up kissing them, but like doing something like that when you're in a relationship, it's not loyal, it's not right, it's red flag.
Right.
Yeah, that crosses the line, man. Because let's say
That's just straight up wrong.
Let's say
Really.
let's say I got a little shoddy. Alright. Let's say I got a little shoddy.
Alright, let's
And
say.
you're going over there and kissing up on your
And then he
mouth.
tried to get up on me, and I'm like, chill out, man. I got a girl. And then he's like,
Why would you do that, boy?
like that. Like that's a red flag right there. That's just yo. Hey, that's
Well, too.
I can't say that
I
word.
mean, that's not really a red flag. That's more of a you did the right thing if you're pushing them away and being like, yo.
But be polite.
Just have some boundaries. How about that right there? That's all I was trying to find. Boundaries. There we go. Boundaries.
You're on
Calm down,
camera.
Kung Fu.
We're gonna edit that.
Kung Fu.
Bruh, what is going on? Alright, let's
have a lot of work
back,
to do.
Let's get back into it. So,
Sorry.
insecurities. How about that? Would that be a red flag? Insecurities?
It depends on how extreme.
Yeah.
So, I actually know a little bit about that. So, your insecurities can cause you to, have a red flag without you really even noticing it.
Yeah.
You cannot trust someone, but like, if let's say the person you're dating has a past, right?
Yeah.
Of cheating,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's kind of hard to trust them a little bit more. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So the red flag it's more of a like, it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as much of a red flag anymore because it's understandable, but also in a relationship you have to trust.
Yes.
For it to work, you have to trust.
I got you.
Without trust, you have nothing.
and let's say you're also insecure about yourself, which also like it destroys a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say, like you on Instagram, you seeing dudes, right? I mean, I'm not saying on your feed you see dudes with muscles and all that, and then you look at yourself and like, yo, I'm skinny or I'm fat, I'm tall or I'm short or something like that.
Right.
Then like then you compare yourself to other people, and then you go to your girl and you're like, hey, am I good enough? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Does that, you know what I'm saying? Do you get
I kind of want to save that for another episode, but I kind of want to get into it right now.
I mean, you can go ahead, man. Like I said, we got more topics for the next episode. So, what you got? Something about that, which is also relationship. Which also falls in a relationship. You know?
Never compare yourself to someone else.
Right.
That's how you go downhill really, really fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Because people have better abilities than others.
Mm-hmm.
She draws better than I do. She sings better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. And I said I can play video games better than
You play video games better than I do.
Editing, and you get.
Well, that's more skill. I've never edited in my life.
Okay, and everyone just have.
We're talking about
values.
sometimes people are just bet like, our friend DJ.
Yeah.
He's better at sports than I am. He's just kind of like built that way.
I got you.
See what I'm saying? And I'm better at technical things than he is.
And I can run. Like everyone can run.
Everyone's built differently. You see what I'm saying?
Like, everyone. Yeah, we all just built.
So
different.
you never need to compare yourself to someone else, because you should be comparing yourself. Don't spill water on the couch. Compare
Yo, my mom.
Stop. Emily.
What is she trying to do? What are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm making her laugh.
All right, so self-comparison. Well, wait, what do you think about that? Like, does that faze you?
No, just compare yourself to who you were yesterday. That's it.
Oh my!
That's
exactly
That's
what I was
good.
saying.
That's so good,
That's
man.
it.
Inspirational.
I mean, like, do you have troubles with that, or you just you
I don't compare myself to no one.
right?
I do.
How do you? So like you value yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you get self-value. You know your worth. You self-worth.
And that is really important in a relationship.
yes.
Because if you don't value yourself, you don't love yourself, you're gonna let someone else treat you like trash.
Yeah.
And you can't love someone else unless you love yourself first.
That's what Jonah said. Like first episode, man. Introduction. Love yourself before
please.
everyone else. Love yourself before you love someone else or everyone else. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you see what I'm saying? Because if you let someone treat you like trash, you're gonna be like, oh, I deserve this.
Yeah.
I deserve to
And you
be
start
like
downing
mistreated.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. So you got to be able to love yourself before you let somebody else.
Okay.
And you've got to be able to take care of yourself, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of someone else.
Facts. Right there, man. Something.
I mean, it's just not possible.
Kristen, can you check if it's still recording? Yeah, if it didn't record, is it still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay.
I hope so. That would be tragic. I mean, we saw the audio, obviously, but...
Yeah, it's still recording.
Alright, so let me just make sure.
Right.
You would have missed all my awesome facial expressions.
You would have
Oh,
missed
really?
out on everything. I'm telling you, man.
I mean...
So what else can we add into this topic? Other than security, we already listed some insecurities. Red flags.
Like, yeah, the insecurities is if they become a problem if you project your insecurities onto other people. Like if it becomes so much of a problem that you're harming, not like physically harming yourself, but like harming yourself in the relationship, it's not good.
Right.
Which also affects a relationship, to go downhill, like what you were saying.
And I think... I don't know. I just kind of feel like this is a guy responsibility. You make your girls feel beautiful, right? Every day. Every day you wake up, they wake up to a text. If you wake up before them, send them a text, let you know that you're thinking about them.
Cutie pie. There you go.
Something
Morning,
like that.
beautiful.
Right, but like.
But he don't simp. But he like good morning.
But see what I'm saying? You should do those things to make sure they know that you care about them, that you're thinking about them.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, you're just sitting there kind of, and they're not doing anything, send them a text while they're at work. They might not read it for a little while, but let them know you're thinking about them. Don't like constantly do it though, because that's...
Yeah. It's the thought that counts.
Just send them a text at work.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, I hope your day's going good.
What are you about to say?
Yeah, like, the insecurities could be a problem. Like, if I'm down on myself about how I look, and I'm constantly going to my significant other saying, am I pretty enough? Am I pretty enough? Then that's going to just take a toll on the relationship, because then it just seems like I'm constantly needing validation, and that's just it can be hard because then it's just they feel like it's a chore to have to tell me constantly, "You're pretty. Stop worrying about it. Just shut up," because it gets really annoying. So
Right. I'm thinking of like trust insecurities, just because if you're constantly accusing your significant other about stupid stuff, they're at work and they're telling you a story with a girl in it. Oh, do you think she's prettier than me? That's gonna get old really fast. And I can tell you from experience, it's not gonna end well. It's just not. It's annoying. It makes you feel like you're not trusted, and that's, like I said, without trust, you have nothing.
You just puts that pressure in you, you know what I'm saying? Or let's say, do I look fat in this, or do I look skinny? Like, come on, man.
Well, that's
I mean,
more
that's
of like an opinion thing, you
Yeah,
want to know, just to like make sure you don't look fat.
It's not just that, because like they be overreacting. I mean, it's not. I know sometimes it's a joke or not, but I don't know where I'm going with this. Man.
I mean, yeah, sometimes you could joke and be like, "Oh, you think she's prettier than me?" But if it does become a constant thing, like anytime they say anything about a girl, "Oh, is she prettier than me?" Like it's the tone and how you're actually asking about it. So I could say like jokingly, like, "Oh, you think she's prettier than me?" But I'm not actually mad about it.
Right. I think in a relationship you have to be able to be playful with each other. You have to learn to be light with each other, because if you're serious all the time, it's going to be more of a business.
Right.
It's not, you're going to have to walk on eggshells so you don't piss the other person off, which isn't healthy.
But you also can't joke all the time. There's times when you gotta be serious.
Definitely. Which, I mean, I get for some people that's not the greatest.
Why are you looking at
I'm
me?
not a serious person, and you're not a serious person.
I am. I was gonna lie to you, bro. If I had like a 1v1 shawty, let's say no homo, no homo. Let's say this is my shawty, right?
1v1?
Yeah.
I don't mean it like that.
Are we
It's
like,
different.
an actual
But not in a context. Not in that
What do
context.
you
All right.
want?
Not in that type of context. Not in a sexual
Put all the
context.
hoes
But
to the side.
let's say I'm hanging out with shawty. Let's say I'm hanging out with shawty. No, alright, no homo. Let's say this is shawty. Alright, it's the closest one I can try.
Damn, where'd you find
And
these?
we so we driving through, and then it's like have a serious conversation. That's me, I mean, might get a little kitty like.
Yeah, guys, out here with my black friend. Today's a good day. Oh, shit!
No homo, man. No homo. Yo, or
gay!
Hey, don't say that.
That's gay.
I'm just joking.
Everyone, don't take it to the heart, man. All right.
Yeah, we're just.
But we
having a good
say
time.
what? No, it's to do what
We
you
have
want.
nothing against gays.
And
Now you make it seem like we had something against gays in the beginning.
No, because we're constantly
we're
joking
gonna
like that's gay. Like I know gay isn't a joke, but
Okay, you're making it worse. Stop.
all right, so let's get back into the topic again.
Okay. I think what I had a thought on my mind. Oh, okay. So, gas each other up. You know what I'm saying? Compliment each other. Make each other feel good.
Yeah.
So when you go out, you guys think you're the baddest people in the area right there.
Yeah, you be like, say whatever you want to, if you was gonna gas up your shot, what you gonna say?
Me?
When I've
Yeah,
said-
I'm talking to you,
I
bro.
was looking over there. I don't know, man.
Let's say she wearing like some tight dress, and then you be like, what you gonna say?
Mac, that ass dude be like, damn.
oh god, no.
That's a compliment.
This
too.
is
If
exactly
a guy,
what we're
if a
not
guy
aiming
that I don't
for.
know comes up to me and smacks my ass, I'm gonna punch him in the
Well,
face.
that's different.
Bro.
I'm talking about in a
Sexual
relationship.
harassment.
Okay, in a relationship, yeah.
Yeah, but if it was like that, then for sure you can smack the,
Right. But that it weaves into getting to know the person. You might have a girl that's not into that.
Yeah.
And if you're into that and you really want that in a relationship, then you need to discuss that before you
Right.
hop in.
And
Don't
if they
hop
want
in.
that- Go ahead.
That's what I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
It's if they don't want that, like, let's say I get with a freaky mommy. Let's say that. And
Jefferson
she like,
here being gentle.
and, yeah. And let's say I don't have those qualities of a freak, you know what I'm saying, or like
Right.
Like,
or
being
like
rough.
like
Being rough.
Wait a
no.
minute.
like that, like, no homo, like like that choking and then like booty grabbing, grip tight, Gorilla grip. You know, like what if I don't have those
You have to
qualities?
keep putting adjectives in.
Bruh, look,
Gorilla grip.
look, man, shut up, man.
Plunger grip. What?
Bro, chill out.
Godzilla grip in there.
No, but you know, let's say I don't have those qualities, right? I'm just like, you know, I'm just like,
It's not
normal
gonna
dude.
work out. She's gonna go.
Yeah, it's just if she, I know,
Yeah.
you good.
It's not even that. It's just, I don't know if I want to say what I was gonna say.
I mean, you can go
You've
ahead,
already
man. Do what you want.
Proceed.
Do what you want. Like you're not gonna affect nobody.
It's not even that. I feel like I'm gonna. It's not. I'm gonna.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
What is the word? I use it all the
Offend?
time.
Offend?
No, I'm not worried about offending anyone.
Then say it.
It's just. I can't figure out the word,
Trash.
but you know, if you don't have something that they need, they're gonna go somewhere else. When you're going shopping, and you know they don't have what you need, right?
You go to a different store.
You go to a different store. I feel like the same thing is true in a relationship, which, you know, is understandable, but at the same time, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. You shouldn't have to go to another store. You know, that's where you get to know your store before you hop in.
Facts right there, man.
See, because that's where the problems start. Because people these days, you know, they just kind of hop in, you know. Oh, you're cool and stuff, and, you know, talking for 2 weeks, you know, don't really know each other, but, you know, we'll figure it out along the way, patch it up. But what happens when they don't have what we need?
Bad things, man.
Like, you know, you hear a lot of songs about cheating, you know, and these days it's grown more. So before you hop into a relationship, you got to make sure, you know, you guys have what each other needs. 50-50.
50-50. Not no 48-50 or 48-52. You know, none of that whack ratio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta give it all. 50-50 to make that 100, and that 100 is the relationship. Boom.
And, like, try to know what you want. I know, like, if we have younger viewers, you know, not everyone knows what they like.
Mhm.
Not everyone knows what they want. But try to, like, that's where you need to spend some time to yourself. That's a big part of relationships. Before you hop into one, know yourself. Because if you don't know you, how is someone else supposed to know you?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Because it's going to be a lot of, oh, I didn't like that. Oh, or I don't like this the way you are.
Yeah, you can't keep changing to be for every person that you're with. You can't
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out who they are and then adjust yourself to be like that. You got to learn who you are so that in a relationship you can be you and not be them.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
Don't change to please someone.
Right.
Yeah. And don't get too comfortable. Or get comfortable.
The point in a relationship is to grow together, to be comfortable with each
Right.
other. But you also have to know beforehand.
To not get too comfortable.
Not that. You keep saying that, and I'm like,
Well, if you don't-
it's counterintuitive to what we're talking about.
You need to know beforehand if you've got things that aren't going to work with each other.
Red
Right.
zones. They're
So
red
you-
flags. There you go now.
I could probably use that,
Yeah.
but like you can't be comfortable with someone that you don't really like they don't. Dang, you got me all screwed up now. I'm trying to word it while you're eating your Filipino chips.
Hey, Yatos.
Not sponsored. I lost my thought. What were you saying before? It was changing to please someone else.
Like you need to know who you are when you get in relationships so that you don't keep changing yourself based on who you're with, because I mean I've done it. The people I'm with, I've been changed to be exactly what they would like, and you like everything that they like because it'll make them like me more or something like that. But you've got to figure out who you are so that you can stay true to yourself and not keep changing every time you're with someone new.
Right. And that's
Especially
how,
because it'll mess up if you've built friendships and stuff and you keep changing as a person with each relationship you're with, you're going to start pushing away your friends, and then you're just not going to have anyone if you're alone.
Right.
I got you. I have something to say though. Okay, so let's say, okay, you're in a relationship, y'all been dating for like, you know, a month or two.
Right.
And then, see, in every single relationship, every single partner, they gotta have the opposite gender type friend. You know, like I have a girl best friend, and then she has a guy best friend.
Right.
And then how would y'all feel about that? There.
So I don't have a problem with it if it's not to the extent where they're holding hands and cuddling
She's
all the
had
time, because
experience with
that's a problem. But
Right.
I mean, I've had relationships where they've had a best friend of the opposite gender, and I mean that's fine as long as that's all they are, as long as they're just friends. But if there's something else between them, then that's something you need to talk about. If you think that there's something between them, even if they deny it, you need to talk about it, because maybe they need to figure it out. Maybe they'll work out better together. But you shouldn't stay, like, I'm not saying, like, break up with them, you know, if they have a girl best friend or something like that, but it's just, there's levels.
Like,
and
talk it
respect.
out, you know?
Alright, so what if they made a new friend, a new girl best friend, you know, out of the blue? Like, how would y'all feel about that, you know?
That's
y'all
kinda
just...
sus.
That is... That is kind of sus. I'm not even gonna lie, because best friends are called best friends for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people, like, you know, the girls at our school would be, like, calling everyone best friend.
Yeah.
Just, like, you know, oh, hi, best friend, but you guys don't know crap about each other, you know?
Right.
Best friends are called best friends for a reason. You guys know each other.
You need
know.
to put in effort to get to know them and be friends with them.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh yeah, they're my friend. Like, I've got girls who call me their best friend. I'm like, I don't know anything about you. I don't really have any best friends, because you need to put in the effort, like I
To
said,
get to know someone.
to get to know someone and spend time together and build up that best friend relationship
Right.
status.
Yeah, we were
Right.
mostly talking about relationship, like guy and girl. We can also talk about, you know, relationship, like best friend relationship.
So, like,
family.
making time for your, you know, friends that were already there in the first place.
Right. So,
Yeah.
because otherwise, and another thing, when you get in a relationship, don't push away your friends.
Yeah.
Still spend time with your friends, still talk to them, because if you push away your friends, if you end up in a bad spot again, they're not going to want to be there for you, because you're just going to keep pushing them to the side every time you get in a new relationship, and that's just not good. You need to make time to spend with everyone. You need to manage your time and spend time with your friends and your significant other and all that.
I'm really guilty of that.
Nah, hold on. Before we get into that, man, I'm telling you, bruh. This dude got a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, they do be making time for the homies, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they got to spend time with the homies, you know. And don't nobody be feeling guilty about it, because, you know, because that's the reason why they called you best friends for a reason. You know, they always going to be there with you, regardless of whatever it is.
That's
like,
what I was going to say. You know, don't, like she was saying, don't push your friends away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do all that, because what happens when you and you break up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have nobody there. Like she was saying earlier, you're going to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
But your friends are always going to be there for you.
No matter
No
what.
matter
man.
what. You guys are
Yeah.
going to break up. I mean,
like, you know, I'm not saying.
I
Like,
don't know, because we're guys and we kind of just...
like, we just don't care, you know? Like, he hang out with his shawty, then it's fine. Maybe another
I
day.
mean, you know,
You know.
but like I said, I'm really guilty about, because when I go into a relationship, I give it, or like what I used to do is I give it my 100% everything. Like all of my time, all of my money, all of my effort.
But there's no problem with that, though.
There's
you
no
know?
problem with that.
There
But
really
like, you
isn't.
gotta understand, if you do that, like she said, you give them the whole world, they're gonna be expecting, you know, the whole world. You give them all your time, they're gonna be expecting the rest of your time for the rest of their lives.
Right.
It's a problem. So, you know,
gotta set boundaries in the relationship.
I
There
mean,
we go.
you know how I would, like, you know, spend a lot of time with whoever I was with, you know, and I wouldn't be around as much with you guys.
Yeah, man. Come on. Tell him. Tell him,
Yeah.
Bato.
I know that sucks.
Tell him. Say something
Just
to him,
because,
bro.
like, whenever I was in a relationship, I always tried to give my all, and I realize now that that's not
Yeah.
super ideal,
Yeah.
you know, as I'm growing up.
But you shouldn't feel guilty, though, because like what I said, man, you know, best friends for a reason.
They're always going to
It's
be
not
there
like-
for you.
They're,
Yeah.
you know, because we've been friends since, like, what? Since 7th grade,
Seventh
you know?
grade.
7th grade, man. Middle school.
Yeah.
The Vatos. Vato didn't know English. 6th grade, I didn't either, right? But every time when he cussed 6th grade, everyone was going crazy. Like, oh, you said the F word, the N word, the, you know, the B word or whatever. But then now it's just crazy, you know. We just grow up, you know. We grow, man. We
Right.
all basically grown people. We understand, you know. I mean, sometimes we be joking around, touching each other, whatever, you know, boxing or, you know.
Okay.
I think it's really, like, it's really important to know that you can be single. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, this dude's single. I don't know about Yoel. He's too
Homie
sexy to be
homie
single.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
single.
You single? Hey yo, y'all hit him up, man. Yoel Hernandez. Link
The
in the
link in the
description
bio.
below. Link in the description. I'll put everyone's social link in the description below. Make sure y'all check us out too for all you know. If y'all want to, feel free.
Pretty lit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Bruh. We gonna end.
just by you saying that, we're not putting yours down there.
Okay, good.
But like, a thing
Good
we haven't touched on is like, you know, what's the word for it? Jealousy and
Oh.
possession. You know, what is the word I'm looking for?
Hey, check real quick
Protectiveness,
if it's still
there we go.
recording. My bad. I just want to know, bro. Cause my iPhone is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All right. Appreciate it.
being overprotective and being, you know, there's a lot of stuff we haven't covered.
You need to let them be their own person. Like, I mean, there's certain, like, again, with setting boundaries in the relationship, you need to set, like, if you're not okay with someone going out in a revealing shirt, you need to set that boundary. You need to tell them that, hey, I'm not okay with this because, you know, like, you're my girlfriend. I don't want other guys looking at you like that. And you've just got to talk that out and
if it is a problem that, you know, but that's stuff that should be figured out in the beginning of the relationship.
exactly.
You know, you should lay that out on the table. You know, hey, I don't actually like this. So, you know, I hope we have an agreement here. And if not, then, you know, that shouldn't be like a deal breaker. But if there's like multiple things like that,
Right.
you know, where like I've seen some girls, they have a flirty personality, right? Which, you know, personally, me, that's not cool with me. Just because, I don't know. I don't-
Everybody get their preferences, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And it's okay.
Yeah.
You just have to find someone that matches
Exactly.
up with it. So if you're not, I'm not cool with like, you know, my girlfriend going out and like, I'm just gonna say like, revealing clothes. You know, like showing off a bunch of stuff. Especially if I'm not there with her, because then who are you dressing up for? I get like you want to be, like you. I understand being pretty for yourself for girls, because I hear that a lot. You know, I get that you want to be pretty for yourself, but when it like comes to all that, I mean, that's where I draw the line. Because unless I'm with you, then it's like you're showing out for everyone else. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's kind of how I see it. I could be wrong. But that's
I mean,
how
that's
I
just
see
you.
it.
Yeah, that's just you.
That's how it gets to know my
It's not
preference.
how it's supposed to be. It's just, you know.
But
it's
like,
just
I
what
also
you
don't
wanna
like if I'm my girlfriend being flirty and going around touching everyone and being all over everyone. I'm not cool with that.
say. Yeah.
You know, some guys might be. I'm
No,
not cool with
I
my
don't
girlfriend
like
going out and making an OnlyFans. I'm definitely not cool with that.
I would never do that if I was in a relationship.
Man, if my shawty did that, if we was broke, man, and we was at desperate times comes with desperate measures.
But see, even then, I wouldn't be cool with it.
I know, I would.
I know there's always another way. And I don't believe in girls selling their body for money. That's just my belief because I'm old.
That's just, you know.
Old fashioned.
You're
I forgot the fashion.
I'm
That's just-
old. Yes.
You know, but that's just preference, you know?
Yeah.
Some guys are cool with it.
Aged well.
I don't really know. Maybe some guys are cool with it, but not really some guys, you know. Maybe like.
I mean, it's okay to not be cool with it. You're allowed to have that preference,
Right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
you know?
I got you.
And it's okay to want to do those things if you're the girl or the guy. I guess I never thought of guys doing OnlyFans. It's kind of
Okay,
weird.
so if there was this girl that she had an OnlyFans and then she got rid of it, would you hold that over her? Like, would you be able to be in a relationship with a girl who had an OnlyFans but she doesn't do that anymore, but she did sell her body at one time?
What's the point?
She belongs to the streets.
Nah.
I mean, cause you're saying you're not okay with a girl who would sell her body for money, and if a girl has done that, like you're not even
Like
just
past,
an OnlyFans,
past.
but like gone out and done that in her past, would you hold that over her?
Right. So, my whole thing, my preference on that, it's like, don't do it while I'm with you. You know? Because I'm not cool with that. You know, I try to, like, let past be the past. I don't have a super clean past myself.
Right.
I don't want anyone holding that over me. I don't think people should hold stuff over you unless it, like, you know, unless it's, like, for comedy reasons. You know that one time where you, like, shit your pants at work. Mitchell.
Oh my
Hey, who?
Don't worry about
We're
it.
not gonna name names.
You don't know.
Jonah.
Jonah.
Yeah, this Jonah.
No, but there's like, you know, I don't think you should hold stuff like that over people. You know,
Yeah.
it happened, whatever, it's gone. As long as they're not doing it when they're with you. But that's another thing, you know, changing yourself to please someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Can't
But
be
if they're
changing
important
yourself,
enough to you that that's something you can let go,
Mhm.
that's something you can live without, then do it.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
gotcha.
Then, I mean, that's it. That's a very hard question to answer.
All right. Well, guys, I just wanted to say I want to,
Thank everyone for coming out.
huh?
You said that like, wait, like,
Yeah, for sure, man. I just want to.
okay.
Shut up, Kristen.
Sorry.
I haven't say nothing, man. What's up, man? He's just here for aesthetic, man.
I think
Yeah.
Yoel needs to watch this video.
Wow.
To
To
You
get us
need
some
to
extra
watch
views,
this video.
man. Yeah, but to those who are watching, thank you all for staying true. I mean, to saying.
Staying
For
true.
watching.
Thanks for not cheating on us.
Damn.
Make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe down below, and let us know what y'all want us to do. You know what y'all want us to do. Because I just like every time when we were talking, right, I just be remembering Jonah. He said, "Dude, the guy in the white shirt talks too much."
I do talk too much, but
But hey, this is his idea. All right, this was his dream. This was his vision. Oh, great, it's Nathan.
I feel awkward now. Just because you're pointing that out.
I mean, hey, it's all good. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video, man. Make sure y'all guys leave a like, comment down below. What should we do next? Next episode is gonna be every single Monday. So whoever's want to get featured, comment down below. What you
It probably
wanna
won't
do.
be up by Monday.
No.
Yeah, it won't be up by the Monday.
We'll
But
But we record every Monday, so if you want to be
Yeah.
a part of it, let us know and we'll figure a plan out.
the next episode is episode 3. We're gonna talk about cancel culture,
Mm.
and
That'll
that's
be
something
exciting.
really good that we had in
I'm not
mind over
disappointed
2
about
weeks
that
ago.
because I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna be in a Discord call. So whoever wants to be in it, we're gonna add you in Discord because that's the only platform we can add because we can't FaceTime each other. We can't Google Meets, or we can, but we just
Oh, I guess we
Zoom
could do
call.
Google Meet.
yeah, but
That was a joke.
but
But really, we just
Discord.
need the... Oh, that's going to be different because there's not going to be any editing except for me and you.
Yeah, just sitting down there. So this is gonna be a video call, and that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching this.
The outro is always so weird.
I'm telling you, man.
Alright, Chris,
Alright.
can you hit the...
Finally, man.
How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
NANI?お前はもう死んでいる。